Hi guys, what is up? Trading Card Showcase here, back with another episode of Match Attack history. Today we are covering the 2008-9 Match Attack normal album. So this is the second year Match Attack's released cards. Another collection, same as the first one, I collected when they came out, and then years later I picked up any cards I was missing and replaced quite a lot of the cards out of the kit that got damaged or were worn to get better condition ones. So you here have the checklist. So you've got teams like Arsenal, Aston Villa, Blackburn, Bolton, Chelsea, Everton, Fulham, Hull, Liverpool, City, United and Middlesbrough. So for Arsenal, you've got players like Kolo Touré, William Gallas in there. You've got Carlos Vela, Nicholas Bentner, Cesc Fabregas. Moving to Aston Villa, you've got Brad Friedel card there, Ashley Young, James Milner, Gareth Barry. Blackburn have got Danny Simpson. We're going to win the Premier League with Leicester. You've got Aaron McKenna, David Dunn, Benny McCarthy, Matt Derbyshire and Paul Robinson, and of course Roque Santa Cruz. Bolton, Jussi Jääskeläinen, Gary Cahill. You've got Matty Taylor, Ricardo Vazte, Kevin Nolan and Kevin Davis. Chelsea, this team has got so many people in. You've got Petr Cech, you've got Ashley Cole, you've got John Terry, Florent Malouda, Joe Cole, Ballack, Essien, Kalou, Anelka, Drogba, and then Deco and Lampard as the star players. Everton, you've got Tim Howard, you've got Julian Lescott, Phil Neville, Phil Jagielka was there, you've got Tim Cahill, Mikel Arteta, and Yakubu. Moving to Fulham, you've got Mark Schwarzer in there, you've got Clint Dempsey, Breda Hangeland, Zoltan Gera's in here, Bobby Zamora and Jimmy Bullard. For Hull, you've got players like Sam Ricketts, Michael Turner, and then on this page, Dean Windass, Marlon King, George Boateng and Giovanni. Liverpool, again, lots of good players in this team. Pepe Reina, Jamie Carragher, Martin Skirtle, Javier Mascherano. You've got Xabi Alonso, as the time of recording this, just won the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. Robbie Keane, Liverpool card there. Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres. Man City, you've got Vincent Kompany in there. You've got Joe Hart. You have got Stephen Ireland still at Man City at that point. You've got Robinho, Joe, Micah Richards, star player, and Sean Wright-Phillips. Man United, Van der Sar, O'Shea, Neville, Evra Ferdinand, Wes Brown, Anderson, Ronaldo and Darren Fletcher on that page. And then Carrick, Nani, Hargreaves, Scholes, Giggs, Tevez, Berbatov, Vidic and Rooney. That, again, probably one of the best teams the Premier League's ever seen. Middlesbrough, you have got Robert Huth in there. You have got Julio Arca, Wolves current manager Gary O'Neill. You have got Mido, Jeremy Aliadair, Alfonso Alves, David Vita, and Stuart Downham. Newcastle, you've got players like Shay Given, Jose Enrique, Charles Nzogbia, Fabrizio Colacini, Nicky Butt, Damien Duff. You've got Joe Barton in there, Obafemi Martins, and of course you've got Michael Owen. Portsmouth, David James, Nico Crenshaw, Lassana Diarra. You've got Peter Crouch in here, Sol Campbell, Jermaine Defoe. Moving on to Stoke, you've got Ryan Shawcross in there, Say Olafunjana. You've got Glenn Whelan, Rory Delap, Liam Lawrence, and then Dave Kitson and Ricardo Fuller. Sunderland squad from that year, you've got players like Craig Gordon. You have got Kenwyn Jones, Gibril Cisse, Steve Malbronk and El Hadj Diouf. Tottenham, you've got a defender, Gareth Bale. You have got a Ledley King, Aaron Lennon, Aurelio Gomez. Bale card there, only 2 stars, only 43 attack. So that's quite a interesting card based on what we all know happened. You got Luka Modric in there. You have got Giovanni Dos Santos, Roman Pavlyuchenko, and then David Bentley and Jonathan Woodgate. West Bromwich Albion, you have got Scott Carson in there, Paul Robinson. You've also got for them Chris Brunt, Robert Corran, Craig Beattie, James Morrison, Graham Dorrans, and then Jonathan Greening and Ishmael Miller. West Ham, you've got Robert Green, you've got Lewis Beaumont, you've got Martin Noble in there, Matthew Everington, Scott Parker, Carlton Cole, Craig Bellamy and Dean Ashton. Wigan, you've got Mario Melcott, Emerson Boyce, Maino Figueroa, you got Titus Bramble, Antonio Valencia before he went to United. You have got Henry Kamara in there, Amir Zakai, Chris Kirtland, and of course Emil Heskey. The next part of this collection is the man of the matches. So for Arsenal, you've got Kolo Touré, Samir Nasri, and Adebayor. For Villa, Martin Lawson, Ashley Young, and Gareth Barry. For Blackburn, Morton Gamps Pedersen, Benny McCarthy, and Rocco Santa Cruz. Bolton, Gary Cahill, Matthew Taylor, and Fabrice Muamba. Chelsea, John Terry, Ballack, and Anelka. Lescott, Neville, and Yakubu for Everton. Breeder Hangel and Jimmy Bullard and Bobby Zamora for Fulham. George Boateng, Nick Barmby, and Dean Windass for Hull. And Carragher, Gerrard, and Mascherano for Liverpool. So moving into some more matches, you've got Company, Alano, and Petrov for City, and then Evra, Tevez, and Rooney for United. Robert Huth, Stuart Downing, and Afonso Alves for Middlesbrough. Colaccini, Viduka, and Owen for Newcastle. Diarra, Cruncher, and Defoe for Portsmouth. And then Andy Griffin, Liam Lawrenson, and Dave Kitson for Stoke. Going to Sunderland, you've got Craig Gordon, Carlos Edwards, and Timu Tainio. You've got Jonathan Woodgate, David Bentley, and Luka Modric for Tottenham. Scott Carson, Jonathan Greening, and Ishmael Miller for West Brom, and Matthew Upson, Mark Noble, and Dean Ashton for West Ham. And then the final man of the matches are Mario Melcott, Wilson Palacios, and Emil Heskey for Wigan. So next up, we go into the 100 Club cards, which are the first 100 Club cards ever in Match Stats, because as you would have seen in my 2007-8 video, they are just man of the match cards that have 100 stats. So you've got Cesc Fabregas, who is the 100 Club midfielder, Petr Cech, the 100 Club goalkeeper, and Fernando Torres as the 100 Club attacker. You then have Rio Ferdinand as another 100 Club defender, and then you have Cristiano Ronaldo as the 101 card. And then we go into the limited editions from this set, which I have all of them. So you have Theo Walcott, which you got in the Matchday magazine on the 7th of October 2008. Ashley Young came with the starter pack. Joe Cole came with the collector guide. Mikel Arteta was just in special boxes at W.H. Smith from the 9th of October 2008. Gerrard came in the collector tin. Torres was in the Match magazine in October 2008. Obafemi Martins was in Martin McColl's special boxes from the 9th of October. Peter Crouch was in special boxes from Woolworth from the 9th of October. Dave Kitson in the Co-op special boxes. Jermaine Jenas you got in the Sunday Mail on the 5th of October 2008. Ishmael Miller you got in the Kick magazine promotion on the 15th of October 2008. And Valon Berami you got in the Match magazine the 21st of October 2008, same as the Fernando Torres. I then have the trophy card, which is from the preview packet they released. And I have this card here, which is an error card. So if I go back to West Ham, so this card here is Kyle Reid, number 28. This card here, which says it's Kyle Reid, is not. It's Avron Hines, who was a youth player at West Ham, so they put the wrong picture on. So I've got the error card there, which just goes in there. And then for the final part of the checklist, so you've got your other teams: Newcastle, Portsmouth, Stoke, Sunderland, Tottenham, West Brom, West Ham and Wigan. And then you've got the 100 clubs and man of the matches. And there's the little team thing on the back. So yeah, that is the Match Attack album 2008-9. So the next part will be the extra album from this year. That should be coming out in a couple of weeks from when this comes out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, leave a comment, please subscribe if you can. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.